So when it goes green.
Good morning. Good morning. Grace and peace be with you. And yes, there is a hum with this when I have this on. As soon as, and it's kind of coming from, if you could turn this monitor off, that's what it is. It's this thing right over here, monitor, whatever that is. We could unplug it. Start over. Grace and peace be with you.
And also with you.
I am grateful to be back here again this morning and to worship with you. It is Camp Sunday. I don't know what that loud buzz is, but I don't know if it's louder back there, but it is almost louder than my voice up here. It is pretty loud. And it could be, oh, yeah, it's me. Oh, that is great silence. It is Camp Sunday, and we have with us this morning the Reverend Dave Hobbs. He is our leadership development person for Christian education and camps. And it's an ideal Sunday because we're going to also, during this worship service, celebrate all of our teachers that have led and guided our students this year. The epistle lesson, well, actually the lesson for today from Acts, is the story of the Ethiopian eunuch and Philip. And as the Ethiopian is getting into the carriage, he reads from Isaiah. And Philip hears him read from Isaiah, and he says to him, "Do you understand what you're saying?" And the Ethiopian says, "How would I without a guide? How would I without a guide?" So I celebrate all of our teachers this morning because you have been guides to all the children, to the youth and adults this year. So during, right after the time for children, I'm going to be calling your name. So if you are here, and I see that you are here, when I call your name, I am going to invite you to come up to be with the children. I'm not going to dismiss the children right after, so they can come up and be with the children because we have something for you. Are there any other announcements? It looks like there are some. Go, don't be shy.
Is this on anymore?
You have to turn it back on.
I'm Janet. Is it not on? It says it's on now. Can you hear me? I'm Janet Wilson. I just wanted to invite you to come to recitals this afternoon. Jonathan went from 2 recitals to 3 because the public could never get in. We were always sold out. So this year there are seats left in the back for general public. We have a show at 1 o'clock and a show at 3:30. So come enjoy some good music and fun dancing.
Excellent.
Good morning, Becky Lassen. I am going to be sending baskets around with health kit items in them. I will start them actually in the back of the church so that by the time our choir gets up here, they will have a chance to look at the baskets as well. And just a reminder, Mission Committee, we will be having a meeting today at 10:30.
Marcia Taylor, and I'm here to represent the Wolf Creek Players and the musical, The Big Bad Musical. Yes. And from our church, performing next weekend are Rita Callahan, Janet Wilson as Wolfettes to the Big Bad Wolf, Melody Spence, who is the fairy godmother, and myself, Marcia Taylor, who is Sydney Grimm, a news reporter. I am not a storybook character. And this trial follows the story. The Big Bad Wolf was pretty bad. He got blamed for lots of things. Little Red Riding Hood's ordeal with the grandmother and getting eaten and all that. And he is blamed for eating sheep and killing sheep and lurking and all kinds of terrible things. Bad guy. So is he guilty or was he just born that way? I don't know. So Rita's going to give you the times of the show, and it will be at St. Joseph's Catholic Church. Also, there is a stage there now. So I'll turn it over to Rita.
Don't believe everything she said about the wolf. He's a good guy. Anyway, we're going to perform Friday night at 7, Saturday night at 7, but also Saturday at 2 and Sunday at 2. Tickets are at the door. We'd love to have you. You're going to laugh. You're going to have a good time. We also have a baked potato bar from 4 until 6 Saturday afternoon right here. And we would like to help raise money for the Camp Creamery, which is the week-long children's workshop that is held at the St. Joseph's building. And the Old Creamery Theater players will come and help the children perform a theater production. I'm also going to mention the preschool fundraiser tomorrow night, Monday night, May 4th, from 5 to 7 at the DG Elementary. We're raising money just to make sure we have funds for the preschool next fall. And it's a made-right supper, and the preschool will be open for you to tour and come and enjoy the children. They're also going to be there to help you learn about their preschool. Thank you very much.
And just a reminder that today, right after worship, is fellowship time. There are cinnamon rolls, orange rolls, some other things, coffee, and that's right after worship. And Dave Hobbs will be in the Fellowship Center for a presentation, and informal and formal. So join us. And then at 11:30, we are serving the confirmands class of 2015. They're all here. Are going to be serving baked ziti and penne pasta and another shape, baked with cheese and all kinds of goodies like lasagna, and then homemade meatballs that we made, and also a salad. And I just remembered, this is on air, isn't it? It'll be recorded. I just remembered the salad is at home. But fortunately, where do I live? Very close by. So please join us. I think it's a busy day in Dysart, but I think we can get to everything. If we eat at 11:30, you can get to your rehearsals, and you can get to the recitals. We can do it all here today. And what says camping more than s'mores? So don't forget to stop by the table and get your little s'mores kit that we've prepared. We have for you just a small mission moment about camps. Our communion offering today, if you're unable to come to dinner and put in an offering for dinner, or you want to do both, when you come up for communion, you may place your communion offering in this bowl, and that will be going for camperships. There'll be 3 stations today for communion. You will be given the bread by the communion server, and you'll be given the juice in a cup. You can kneel. There's 2 stations up front. There'll be a station in the back. Dave and I will be in the back with little cups and bread, and you'll be able to come to that station in the back if you choose to, and we will also be serving, for those that are unable to come up, we'll be serving those in your seats. So let us see that short little video now about camps. are a people gathered together by a sign, and that sign is the water of our baptism. It is a sign that we are God's reconciled and forgiven people. And as God's reconciled and forgiven people, let us worship. Please stand as you are able and join with me in our call to worship. Jesus is the true vine. We are the branches. People of the loving vine grower, we gather here to seek God's care. Open your hearts. Let God's Spirit tend you. Let God's word cleanse you. Let God's commandment of love abide in you. Let us avail to the loving attention of God, of our God, and be fruitful. Please remain standing as you're able and join with me and gather us in. It's found in the black hymnal, number 2236, verses 1 through 3, and the words are also will be up on the screen. and you may be seated. And please join with me in our opening prayer. And you can find the words in your bulletin. Loving God, we come together to reconnect to you, the source of love. No one has ever seen God, but here, connected to one another, God lives in us.